Welcome to the official Personality Guru. In the world of Myers-Briggs personalities, the ENTP is referred to as the visionary. This type of individual is primarily driven by an extroverted intuition, which means that they are intrigued by what goes on their environment and will likely base their opinions and actions and feelings rather than an internal, logical thought process. This individual pays a great deal of attention to the situations and people around them and will gain a very quick and accurate idea about what is going on. These individuals tend to excel in academics, politics, and business, although generally laid back in nature, easy to talk to, and often possessed of a great sense of humor. ENTP characters can also come off as argumentative. This persona loves the thrill of engaging in a debate and may or may not be concerned about the topic being discussed. In most cases, however, this type of individual will have fairly good knowledge and interest in the topic. For some, especially those who are a little less mature than they could be, the desire to engage in a thrilling debate or argument could be so compelling that they will continuously push through the debate even if they do not care for or even support their own side of the argument. This can be annoying and infuriating to friends, family members, and partners, especially those who may not understand that ENTPs isn't trying to emotionally attack or humiliate them. Visionaries simply love the thrill of having their wit tested on the spot and view this sort of situation as a mental exercise. Today, let's talk about discovering the secrets to a working ENTP relationship. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ENTP is all about possibilities and knowledge. This individual is skilled in brainstorming and is often viewed by others as an idea person. Some ENTPs will have several plans and ideas going on at once, and although the plans may be sound, this kind of person will often lack the determination to put their ideas into action. One such individual may be wonderful at creating concepts and might even get started on implementing a project, but will eventually lose interest in the work before it is complete. This might be a side effect of having so many new ideas developing at once, which causes the ENTP to quickly lose interest in a current project. This outgoing individual is a great speaker and has a knack for engaging others in witty conversation. Their mind works quickly and they are often able to respond rapidly to inquiries. In a typical conversation, this persona has the ability to keep a conversation going by adding new ideas or coming up with humorous anecdotes on the fly. For all of ENTP's ability to quickly absorb information from his or her surroundings, the area in which this personality struggles the most tends to be in the sensing feeling department. This persona may inadvertently hurt others' feelings, fail to truly listen to others, and may come across as aggressive in some situations. An underdeveloped visionary may not even think to ask if a partner, friend, or coworker has an opinion or feelings about the matter at hand. In fact, this issue can be so badly undeveloped in an individual that he or she simply doesn't care what others have to say or refuses to give any consideration to the input of other people. Mature, well-rounded visionaries, on the other hand, can learn to value input from other people and can even inspire to others to utilize their idea-forming skills. In order to be successful, ENTP relationships need to move through several levels of evolution. The visionary is a learner and an idea-driven individual who is always looking for ways to improve a relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean that all ENTPs are going to be looking for crazy ways to spice things up, but they are going to be looking for new experiences to share with their companion. This type of individual will often come up with new ways to surprise their companion in a good way. Although the motive force behind this type of action is the testing of one's creativity. Visionaries love a challenge, and being able to come up with a new and more impressive surprise for a partner is just the sort of test that this sort of persona craves. This sort of relationship is usually filled with fun and exciting ventures into the unknown. but the visionaries need to constantly upgrade and polish. Such a personal connection can become tiring for a companion. Visionaries are not very in tune with their companions' feelings and may easily overlook signs of unhappiness. If a visionary becomes overzealous in their attempts to refine a relationship, the partner may feel as though he or she isn't doing a good enough job fulfilling their role or that they are somehow not meeting up to scratch. In cases like this, the partner needs to be able to remember that the ENTP's behavior is most likely not personal. In fact, their actions will likely help to strengthen the relationship in the long run. However, should the partner begin to feel undervalued or simply overtaxed with constant rearrangement of a relationship's boundaries and expectations, these concerns should definitely be brought to light with the ENTP. This persona is happiest when they are paired with an individual who possesses a similar level of intellect, because ENTP will greatly rely on stimulating conversation. That is not to say that the partner of an ENTP need be of genius capacity. However, it would be necessary for the individual to share a passion for knowledge and to have similar interests as their visionary. For instance, a visionary who has a great sense of humor or a passion for comedy would definitely need to be paired with an individual who can appreciate and reciprocate their partner's sense of humor or share a similar interest that would allow the couple to pursue related activities such as going to comedy clubs. Relationship guidance for the ENTP. As an ENTP, you are probably liked by many people because you are so easy to get along with. You're outgoing, quick as a whip, and you love trying new things. Although these traits are among your best features, they can also cause some issues in a relationship. A companion might feel threatened by your self-confidence and your brainy nature. This is especially true if you tend to prefer your own intelligence and uncanny skills for churning out ideas over the suggestions and ideas of others. Your partner might feel that you are taking a bigger role in the relationship by constantly trying to change and remold your bond. This, paired with a tendency to overlook the needs of your companion, can be a recipe for relationship disaster. Try to slow down and genuinely listen to your partner's suggestions. You might be surprised to learn that your ideas aren't the only ones worth using. You love to try new. You would do well to find a partner who can share in your enthusiasm. A willingness to try new things is a definite trait that your companion should have. Otherwise, you may begin to resent him or her for holding you back from the things you want to experience. Even if your partner is happy to let you do as you please, you would probably prefer to share such experiences with your mate. With the strong thinking traits, you might find that you are initially attracted to those with prominent feeling traits because, quite frankly, they are your polar opposite. You aren't as in touch with your own feelings, and being around someone who knows emotion very well can be intriguing. Unfortunately, feeling individuals require emotional responses from their partners, and this is a task that you might find very difficult to perform. Other thinking types will be more understanding and compatible with your character type. Your love for debate can get you into a lot of relationship trouble. You might find it rousing to engage in a witty argument just for the sake of it, but your companion may be to feel as though you are attacking them. An intelligent debate once in a while is perfectly fine. In fact, your mate may find it equally as stimulating. But frequent arguments, especially over hollow topics, which do not really concern you, can be harmful to the relationship. Remember that unless your other half is also an ENTP, he or she may not understand the thrill that you receive from participating in and winning an argument. 1. Their interest in the world around them does not equal a lack of interest in you. ENTPs are often painted as flighty lovers who have no interest in maintaining a committed relationship. In actuality, this is far from the truth. It is not that ENTPs are anti-relationship so much as they're pro-everything else. If a relationship seems like it will stand in the way of what they want out of life, the ENTP will cast it aside. If, however, they perceive a relationship as something that will change, push, and grow them, this enthusiastic type is all in. ENTPs can be the most attentive, passionate, and devoted of lovers, so long as their partners understand that change will be the relationship's only constant. 2. Emotional issues are best presented as challenges. ENTPs aren't particularly romantic by nature, but they are good at pretty much anything they put their mind to. This means if they see a lack of emotional development of their past as something that's hindering the relationship, they will likely be keen to improve it. When you're up against an emotional wall with your ENTP, the best way to sidestep it is to explain to them how your relationship would improve by working through the issue at hand. They'll be keen to explore ways to improve your connection and strengthen your relationship as a result. 3. They can be incredibly blunt. When an ENTP cares about you, they'll tell you openly and honestly what they're thinking, even if it's not pretty. This type isn't big on sugarcoating the truth, unless they're manipulating it for their own gain. While some may find the ENTP's frank nature upsetting, others can appreciate it for what it is, a genuine form of communication that doesn't waste time tiptoeing around the point at hand. They get right to the root of an issue, and they appreciate when a partner does the same. 4. Everything is theoretical to them. ENTPs need to understand the greater principle or theory behind everything they do, which means their feelings and even their opinions will not always be straightforward. The ENTP will turn almost everything into a philosophical discussion, including conflicts that arise in a relationship. They need to reason their way to feel how they feel. It doesn't mean they don't care about you, it just means that they get there through analysis rather than instinctive feelings. 5. You'll need to set personal boundaries. Pushing boundaries is at the core of the ENTP's nature, and whether they realize they're doing it or not, they will push yours. ENTPs seek to understand the people around them as thoroughly as possible. They will want to know the absolute intricacies of what makes you tick, and then they will test what they've learned until they encounter resistance. ENTPs will push the envelope endlessly. Let your ENTP know what you are and aren't comfortable doing or talking about. This type needs a partner who can set firm boundaries and stand by them. They will admire your resolve, and though they'd loathe admitting it, they'll respect your unwillingness to bend over backwards for them. Let your ENTP know what you are and aren't comfortable doing or talking about. This type needs a partner who can set firm boundaries and stand by them. They will admire your resolve, and though they loathe admitting it, they'll respect your unwillingness to bend over backwards for them. 6. They want you to grow with them. If there's anything an ENTP loathes, it is stagnancy. This simulation-centered type is intrigued by change and inspired by growth. They're constantly looking for ways to improve both themselves and their environment. ENTPs are best suited with a partner who appreciates self-improvement and wants the relationship to be a place of constant growth. There is nothing worse than getting comfortable for an ENTP. Comfort is boring and boredom is the ultimate torture. They appreciate a partner who is willing to always be a little bit uncomfortable in order to continue to grow individually or as a couple. 7. They enjoy having their way of thinking challenged. ENTPs are quick thinkers and smooth talkers, two qualities that can be difficult to keep up with. This type enjoys nothing more than examining multiple sides of a theory, and their favorite way to do it is out loud. Through a stimulating discussion with someone else, if you are able to effectively change an ENTP's thoughts about something and allow them to view it in a different light, you will earn their respect. Intellect is direly important to this type, and they seek out partners who value knowledge, analysis, and intellectual growth above all else. It is important to note that debates and intellectual discussions are rarely, if ever, personal for the ENTP. They are simply a form of mental exercise that provides this type with energy. If you are prone to taking debates or heated discussions personally, the ENTP is probably not the partner you're looking for. How about you as an ENTP? What are the secrets that we should discover about you? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. 8. They need space to explore their many interests. If there's anything an ENTP loves, it's spearheading a new project that will have a lifespan of anywhere from one day to the rest of their lives. They're energized through taking on new pursuits and rising up to challenges, and they will crush whatever or whomever gets in their way. If you're interested in winning the heart of an ENTP, you have to understand that their latest idea is always going to be the center of their world. Trying to distract or dissuade them from this pursuit will end badly for everyone. Just give them space to explore it, or better yet, take an interest in what they are doing. They'll appreciate your understanding, and you'll become more attractive in their eyes for it. Before we continue, if you enjoy this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. Tips for dating an ENTP personality. Having a serious relationship with an ENTP may take some work, but the results usually pay off for the right couple. The first thing that you must understand is that this individual is known for engaging in quick-witted debates. Some partners find this difficult to believe that these debates are that personal nature. For the visionary, a debate is seen as a way to exercise the brain, not a way to belittle others. In order to make this relationship work, you will have to understand this particular quirk in your partner's character and learn to indulge them. In fact, showing them your own brainy side is a sure way to garner their interest. In addition to satisfying an ENTP's needs for debate, you should be able to prove your worth as an intellectual peer. Offer your problem-solving abilities or challenge your companion to a game of wit and strategy, such as chess. If your intellectual prowess simply isn't all that you wish it to be, try compensating by showcasing your openness for trying new things. Plan an adventurous outing or pick your significant other's brain to find out what things they would like to do, but haven't done yet. Showing that you are capable of going with the flow and aren't afraid of a little excitement will score big points with your mate. Your significant other will often be wondering of ways that they can improve the relationship. They might ask questions like, where is this relationship going? And are we growing together? ENTPs relish the thought of improvement and will seek ways to improve all parts of their lives, especially a romantic relationship. In order to be truly happy, this individual will constantly ask him or herself what they can do to improve the relationship so that you both have the chance to evolve together. Your partner is going to stick around if they feel that they aren't getting anywhere. Express your willingness to grow both as an individual and as a member of the relationship and encourage your partner to do the same. Try asking yourself if there are areas that you feel need to work and take actions to manifest a positive change.